Alright guys, so today we're taking a look at another stand case that has that 360-degree stand. Last year I reviewed this case and I was a big fan. I thought it was one of the best cases out there with that ring stand that we all know. But this year I definitely have a few mixed feelings and we'll get to those in a minute. But we are looking at the Anker MagGo 360-degree stand case. Now, a huge shout out to Anker for sending these out to me to review for you guys. The price on this case is $29.99, but right now I do see it on sale on Amazon for $22.99. So you do get some savings there. Now, taking a look at the packaging, very classic Anker packaging here. Nothing too crazy about it, no real information. So let's go ahead and take our case out of here. Nothing really else in the box. Here we got our case in this plastic sleeve and a little piece of paper that tells you to recycle. So that's pretty much it. Let's get all of this out of here and put it off to the side. And here we go. So taking a look at the back of this case, you do get this polycarbonate material right there that is going to have a slight soft touch feeling on it. You're going to get some Anker branding here and two little logos right there, one down here and one right there, as well as an aluminum camera ring stand that does open up and close, which we will talk about in a second. Then moving along to the inside, you get that same polycarbonate material with the soft touch feel. You do see your little MagSafe magnet right there, and you get TPU sides going all the way around the inside of the case. Now, your corners are going to be reinforced. They do have these little divots right in there that you guys can see on all four corners that will provide a little bit of shock absorption. Now, before we move on the back of this case right here specifically, it is that soft touch feeling. But I have the other colors here as well, and unfortunately, it's not consistent going through all of the cases. Not all of them are as grippy or as non-slippery on the back of here, which we will talk about in a second. But let's go ahead and bring over our scale and our caliper. We'll weigh this thing, see how thick it is, and go from there. So starting off, we are in grams at 50 grams on this case. And then moving along to our caliper, from front to back, you're looking at 11.9 millimeters. And from inside to outside, we're looking at 2.4 millimeters. So not the heaviest case in the world, not the thickest. And it's pretty comfortable to hold for the most part, but it does have some downsides. So anyways, let's go ahead and take our natural titanium iPhone 16 Pro Max, and we'll put it in here and listen out for that click. Okay, so pretty solid click on there. It wasn't as fulfilling as I would like it to sound, but it is going to have a pretty decent fit onto the case here. Let's see actually how it fits all the way around. Good. 2, 3, and 4. So all four corners do fit pretty well onto the case. You should not have any issues of your phone coming out of the case if you were to drop it or anything like that. Now going around the sides, you are going to get a pretty stiff TPU, so I like that. Around the buttons, it's a little bit more loose. Bottom is okay, top is okay. And the camera control button area, this material here does seem a little thin. I am a little bit worried that it may end up breaking, but it doesn't go all the way down here, so that is good right there. And when you do kind of flick it around, it does not lose its shape. It goes right back to its original shape. So let's go ahead and take a look at that camera and screen protection on here. Let's wipe this down real quick and let's see. Now, I am using a full coverage tempered glass screen protector, and you're getting a pretty decent screen lip on here. So you can set this down on just about any surface and you will be good to go. That is the case, the edges of the case touching the surface of the desk. And then looking at that camera protection, you do get a pretty decent camera bump right there. Not the biggest camera lip in the world. I would like to see it a little bit thicker, but it is what it is. You can set this down on its back and you'll be good to go. Now, the back does have these little legs here, so the back of your case does not fully sit on the surface that you're sitting it on, so it shouldn't scratch up the back of the case at all, and your camera obviously should be fine there. Now, let's take a look at how this stand works before we move on. So, of course, it just pops right into there. You can pull it out, stand it up in pretty much any angle that you want for the most part. Now, once it does start to get low and you do start tapping it a little bit, it will fall. So I would like to see the hinge on this case a little bit stronger just because it's not, you know, you want to be able to use it in any angle, and unfortunately when it is kind of low like this, it does start to fall. But the one thing I like about this case as opposed to some of the other ones is you can hear that each individual position has its own click. So I do like that it doesn't move around as easily as some of the other cases, but again, I would like to see this hinge a little bit stronger because it kind of, depending on which position you're putting it in, sometimes it may end up falling if you're sitting here and typing around or whatever. At least in this position, it seems to be good, but when it is vertically and you do start moving it around, it does start closing in on itself and eventually will fall. So I would like to see that fixed a little bit. Now, how does the case feel in the hand? And this is where my issue lies in between all of these. So on the black frosted version specifically, out of all the ones that I have, it feels good, right? The grips on the sides are fine. They do have grips going on both sides, which we'll look at in a second. It feels good right there, right? It's not terribly slippery, not a pinky destroyer whatsoever. Don't worry about that. All in all, it feels very comfortable. But as you move along to some of the other colors, for example, let's take a look at this titanium one. I've actually been using the titanium one the last couple of days, and these grips are completely different. They look the same, right? They look exactly the same, but the sides of the case, everything about it is much more slippery, and that is the theme across all of the other colors as opposed to the black frosted. The titanium one, the silver, all the colors that we'll look at, they are much more slippery for some reason than this case. It seems to be the exact same case. The back material on here is much more slippery. There's no soft touch feeling to this frosted material as opposed to the black one here. So I'm not really sure why there's a difference between the colors of them. I would like to see it all in unison to where the black frosted feels the same as the titanium, same as the pink, same as the gold, all that. For some reason, I don't know why, they made it a little bit different. So in my opinion, the black frosted is going to be my favorite. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's take a look around the case. Now, starting off with the top, we are completely closed in here. On the left-hand side, you have your action button, volume up and down, and some grip right here. Now, these buttons are built in. They're not standalone, but they do have relief slits. So let's listen to how they sound. So they're okay, not the clickiest buttons in the world. I would like to see them be a little bit more clicky and a little more protruded, because right here, they are pretty flush to the case itself. So the buttons could use a little bit of work. Then moving along to the bottom, you do have your accurate microphone and speaker cutouts, as well as a pretty wide open USB Type-C port, which let's go ahead and bring over our Anker cable here. Everything is on theme. And here we go, we are charging, and yeah, pretty decent USB Type-C port, nice and open, so you really shouldn't have any issues with your thicker head cables. And then moving along to the right-hand side, you are completely closed in except for your camera control button, and you do have some grip right there on the sides. Now, with the button, no problems whatsoever. Nice, smooth cutout here, nice and even, grooved in well. Everything is super easily accessible. Take our usual picture right here. Let me go ahead and just align that. There we go. And everything looks just fine there. No issues whatsoever. Only thing is that right here, I would just like to see this be a little bit more stiff or a little bit of a thicker material so it doesn't feel like it's going to break. But so far, like I said, I've had no issues there. Sit here and flick it around. Everything is fine. Now let's go ahead and move on to the MagSafe test. We'll start off with our Apple MagSafe wallet. Attach that. There's our animation. And you do have to give it a little bit of pressure for that to come off, but it does look like the MagSafe wallet will come off with slight pressure there, so just be careful using that. Now, one thing also is, I don't know if this is supposed to be an alignment magnet or not, but it doesn't really act like one. And that's the one thing I'm not a huge fan of about these kinds of cases, is that your stuff just kind of moves. Even when it's not moving from the magnet, it just kind of moves around, and I'm not a huge fan of that with accessories. But anyways, moving along to our Apple MagSafe battery pack, we'll attach that. We'll get the animation in a second, but go ahead and give it a slight little shake, and you should be good to go. I don't really feel it slipping, but it's hard to tell a little bit because of, you know, when you do shake it, this thing moves around a little bit. So the ring moves around, I should say. But either way, yeah, your MagSafe on here is just fine for all of your accessories. You really shouldn't have any issues at all there. And then moving along to our Anker 623, go ahead and set that up. And it's not bad, you know. Some of the other cases definitely had a little bit better MagSafe strength. Some cases that with the the MagSafe ring, I should say, like the Taurus, they're 360 degree, the O-stand 360, not the O-stand R, but the 360 where just the bottom part rotates in the 360 degree angles. That has a lot better MagSafe than this one, but again, it's not bad. It should work with your car mount, your nightstand charger, all these different things, really with no issues at all. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other colors it comes in. Of course, we are looking at that black frosted right here. It's also going to come in clear with a silver camera ring. Now, this one does not have those grips on the sides, and the case on this one probably will yellow just because it is that TPU material. So just look out for that. This clear one specifically, the sides probably will yellow. But this is the clear with the silver ring. It's also going to come in gold frosted that has the same grips and everything else as the black one, but again, more slippery. Then we have titanium, which same thing all the way around except more slippery, and pink frosted. Same grips on the sides as the black one, everything just more slippery. So common theme between all of the other colors, they are more slippery. They look the same except the clear silver one. They look the same, they feel the same, but they're more slippery and the back is not that soft touch. So that takes me to if I recommend these cases. I just kept the pink one on. Let's keep it that way. But do I recommend the Anker MagGo 360 degree stand case? And the answer is only one of them. I only recommend the black frosted. But to be honest with you guys, if you're already going this route, I would rather get one that has a little bit better MagSafe and that just 360 degree rotating base. I prefer more over the rotating entire ring, especially because of the way that accessories work on there. But for $22.99 or even $29.99, it's not a bad case at all. You're getting pretty good MagSafe. You're getting some protection on there. The nice frosted back with the sides that being a little bit more grippy. Everything about it is pretty decent. So I would only say get the black one. The rest of the colors definitely do need some work in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think about these cases down in the comments below. Have you ever tried any of Anker's cases? Did you try them last year or this year? Last year, like I said, I liked it a lot more than I do this year. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. That goes a very long way for me and allows me to consistently make these videos for you. And if you guys want to see my review of that Taurus O-Stand 360 case that I actually really like, I'll leave that video right there. If you guys want to see another great frosted case option, I'll leave that video right here.